Yes, indeed. A cricketing legend, an icon of the game. I think considered by many as probably the best cricketing all-rounder that England has ever seen. Maybe the globe, and of course a sensational commentator. But all of this we're going to set aside right now, as impressive as that is. Why? Because he is also a gentleman who has dedicated his life to charity. And this Thursday, Sir Ian Beefy Botham will be kicking off a momentous journey here in South Africa. He's going to be putting trainer to tarmac, crossing our beautiful nation.
Well, not only is this his last walk, it also marks the 30th anniversary of the first walk ever that he did from the most northern point to the southern point of Great Britain in 1985. And he's here to celebrate this momentous occasion with us on our Feel Good Breakfast Show. Sir Ian, welcome to the show.
Thanks for that. Thank you.
It's great to have you here. I mean, you started fundraising and walking in 1985. I mean, most of us won't remember it because we were either very small or not even born yet.
That's a little bit rude. I remember that quite well.
Graham was 6 years old at the time. 15 walks later, you've managed to raise over 13 million pounds. So not rands, but pounds. What inspired you to start these walks in the first place?
Very simple. I saw children dying. I'd broken a bone in my foot against Australia at Headingley in '77, and went to the hospital to have treatment. And to get to the physio department, you had to go through the children's ward. And when you go through a children's ward, you can see children that are obviously physically ill, in traction, tubes sticking out of them, whatever. But these four lads were just sat around a table like this, playing one of those board games. And I said to our doc, the surgeon, I said, Doc, Davis, what's wrong with these guys? Are they just visiting? And he said, no, they've got leukemia. And he explained to me, cancer of the blood. And he said, they will have all passed away before you finished your treatment. And it was, they couldn't see anything physically wrong. So that's how the interest started. Myself and my wife started funding the, used to give the boys and girls a party just before they passed away. They didn't know it was for Christmas or Easter or their birthday because of the painkillers, etc. And we funded that. But that went on for a few years, and I thought that was a bit negative. You know, what about trying to do something on the flip side, the positive side? And that's how it started. I came up with this, I just read a magazine article about an eccentric old lady called Dr. Barbara Watson, who every summer in England, she used to get on a train from the south of England, go all the way to John O'Groats, the most northerly point of England, and then she'd spend all summer walking back. So I thought, sponsored walk. And everyone thought I'd do something sensible, like from, say, Cape Town to Stellenbosch or something logistically
I'm assuming
possible.
people who didn't actually know you well.
Yeah. Well, also, I didn't actually understand it too well either, because I said I'll do John O'Groats to Land's End. But my geography was that poor in those days that I didn't realise it's 400 miles before you get to the English border from Scotland. So it was a 1,000-mile walk we undertook, and that sort of kicked it all off. We made a lot of money on that walk, which went to basically to fund the building of the research centre, which is still outside Glasgow.
Wow.
And the proud thing is that I think the thing that really drives us on and kept us going is the fact that when we started that walk 30 years ago, there was a 20% chance of survival for the most common forms of leukemia for children. And now it's about 93, 94%. Wow. So to make such a jump, and it's, you know, we do the easy part, we just do the walking and the raising the funds and the awareness. But the scientists and the research centre, it leads the world. It's magnificent.
Well, you're certainly giving them the platform to be able to do that. I mean, 13 million pounds is it really is an incredible number. And of course, South Africa now gets to benefit from this upswing in I think, focus on very important key issues. And also to have you walking across our beautiful land. Talk us through the route that you've chosen and how we as South Africans can get involved. How can we help you?
Well, it's taboo for me to talk about the route because I never want to know where I'm going. I get pointed in a direction, I go, and then when I finish, I see this line and I'm done. But basically, we start here on Thursday to Llandudno. We do Stellenbosch, we do Port Elizabeth, we do Durban, we do Joburg, we do Pretoria, where we end. And that's the best day, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on day 8, when it all comes to an end. No, we're doing it for good charities over here, Nazareth House, the Kliptown charity, which I'm looking forward to because Soweto, of course, has such an important part of African history. The Rhino Trust, Chippendale, which I think is, at the moment, is very, very relevant. You know, every time I pick up the papers in the UK, there's more atrocities in the Kruger or the Sabi with the rhinos. 1,500 have been slaughtered this year already. Which is just not good enough, and it needs to be helped, and there needs to be something that we can do.
And we will help you for sure. Well, if you want to be part of this initiative, beefywalkingtherainbownation.com. That is how you can be part of this. So, Ian, great having you on the show, and thank you for sharing this momentous occasion with us.
And you're very welcome to come and join us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, we're extremely proud of you. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is time to head to you, Zoe Girl.